What's good YouTube, this is Sizzaz. So I'm standing in for this tutorial for Tubedigga because he doesn't really like using the computer. He likes all kind of things on the old standalones and all that. And I'm the opposite, you know, I love Ableton Live. So I'm going to do my first video on Tubedigga's channel, right? And I'm going to do something on the old amen breaks. Now, the reason why Tubedigga and myself decided to do this video is that basically there's a lot of other tutorials on YouTube where they kind of get things wrong. Do you know what I'm saying, blood? So they get like two main things wrong on this thing, right? They, first of all, don't take the original amen break, right? They take some process thing and then they kind of mash that up. And it's like, why are you doing that, bruv? The break is already in a mashed up state. So what I'm gonna do is bring in the original break from Tubedigga's collection from his original 7-inch vinyl of the Winston's Amen Brother, right? And then the second one, right, is the fact that most of these guys on YouTube doing the tutorials, they was like putting VSTs, right, bringing them into the DAW, and it's probably some expensive air technology that you ain't got or nothing. Do you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to like watch the tutorial and go, yeah, that's wicked, that's wicked, that's wicked, that's wicked, that's wicked, that's wicked, up, big up, right? And then the guy comes along and he says, yeah, and then we got to add this VST that you ain't even got, bruv. And then you're gonna have to go over to this site and download it and buy it and all that thing. So we don't want to mess with that, right? All we want to do is use the internal effects inside the Ableton Live on the Heyman break, right? That's what we're going to do for this tutorial. Stick around, it's going to be bad, you know, right? What I'm first going to do, right, is the old sound library here, right? We need to drop down the breaks, and then in a folder here, we've got tons of breaks, bruv, tons of them. Look at all these breaks, it's mental, but we only need one of them, right? There's loads of amens in there, bruv, tons of amens. This is only just one folder of breakbeats. There's loads of folders in this thing. You can tell that Tubedigga's been digging hard, bruv. There it goes. Yeah, oh, amen. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, amen. Funky beats. I'm on the street. Oh yeah, I'm gonna delete my amen. Yeah, so we're gonna bring that in there, right, into the DAW Ableton Live and ting. And then what we got right here at the start, this is the original break, right, from Tubedigga's original 7-inch vinyl. That's really important that you've got it on vinyl. You've got to have everything on vinyl. Your mum's got to be on vinyl. Your cousin's got to be on vinyl. Your car's got to be on vinyl. But most importantly, Amen Brother by the Winstons, you got to have that shit on vinyl. Because if you just take it from something like junglebreaks.co.uk, you is whack, bruv. Anyway, listen to the start of this break. We don't want that because it's got those annoying horns, right? We don't want the original music from that tune, right? We want to bin that off because we want to completely mash up that tune and just use the break beat, right? It's down below, 0, 2, 4, 6 seconds. It's just over 6 seconds long, right? We need to double tap on that and see if it's not warped, which is wicked, right? And then we're going to drop this down, yeah, right? Okay, so because we chopped off that musical bit, the first thing we hear is going to be a snare. Wicked, all right? And then you've got along the end of this break, the main thing, like people like my boy Ray Keith using most of his tunes, is this rolling bit here. I'm going to loop it up one time. Oh yeah, boom, boom, check, check, boom, check, boom. Yeah, that's rough things there, bruv. We don't even have to do nothing with it. I might as well stop the video hard, bruv, and just go boom. It's already there, bruv. Yeah, but it's not already there, is it? We're gonna mash it up into space, bruv. Right, anyway, check it out, right? So, this trackpad, bruv, it's always sticking on me, bruv. It's got biscuits stuck up inside it from the last session. So what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna chop it up into its component parts, bruv, right? So the next thing we got to do, right, is create additional tracks, right? So just put in 3 additional tracks, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all the kicks, like all the main kicks and all the little double kicks that you get in there, these ones, that one there, that double, In fact, let's loop that up. We can't. You know why? Because Ableton is whack. It won't let you. Look, even you've got to quantize is set to off. Do you know what I mean? Why is that, bruv? Am I doing something wrong? Why can't I pull that and loop a really little section? That's ridiculous, bruv. So what we're going to do is split up all these hits, right? It's going to take a little bit of time. But what we're going to do is first go 1, 3, 7 on a tempo and get this thing almost in time at its original tempo, which is about 137. We're going to butt that up there. This is like kind of like fitting in there, and that's fitting there. It's not going to be perfect though, is it? We're not going to do any warping, because warping warps things. And I don't like things when they're warped. I like them when they sound au naturel, mademoiselle. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take out all the snares first. So I'm going to press Command E and I'm going to grab that snare there, bruv. I'm going to put that down there on our track. And then I'm going to rename that track to snare, bruv. That makes sense, doesn't it? Right, let's get the other snares. There's another snare there. All right, there. Right, we're going to grab that snare there and we're going to bring it down there onto its own track. Now, these things in here are called paradiddles, aren't they? Like ghost snares. These little roly bits. Some people call them the roly bits. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are paradiddles, right? Because I played the drums once, so I know. So don't test me, bruv. Anyway, we're going to keep the top track as kick. So we're going to go Command R and kicks. Like that, kicks. And these are double kicks there. Right, lovely double kicks there. And then what we got next, bruv? We got another little paradiddly diddle there. So we're going to chuck that down there and we're going to rename that track to high frequency. And that means any of those little paradiddly diddle paradiddles. And then up here, as you know, we got the classic rolling bit of the break. That is our little gem there, that little hi-hat or ride cymbal, should I say. Let's bring that down. We've got to have that down here. We'll make sure we retain that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like take all these bits. We're going to use all of them because you've got to respect the Hayman break. Do you know what I mean? You can't just bin off bits of it and go, oh yeah, I'm just going to take that little section of Hayman. There's loads of wicked snares and different kicks in here, bruv. You can't knock them off. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, look, let's get this bit here. All right, and we're going to keep these double kicks up the top with the kicks, but we're going to take out the paradiddly diddles, bruv. And we're going to put them down there on their own track. Right, let's bring that back up there. And then we've got the doubly kicks. We're going to keep them on the kick track, obviously. And then we've got another snare here. We're going to bring that down to our snare track. If we can actually grab it with this peng mouse, bruv. I think that's the word, peng, in it, or does that mean something else in street talk language? I think that might mean peng as in like that's quite a sexy girl or something. This mouse definitely ain't a sexy girl, bruv. It's a mouse, bruv. That's what it is. Anyway, there you go, more paradiddly diddles. We're going to bring them down there to the high frequency channel. And then at the end, we got the old king of the king crashes, king tings, Amen crashing ting at the back end of it, bruv. We're going to put that on its own track because it deserves that respect, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Big up that crash. Yes, bruv. Anyway, we're going to bring that snare down there. And what haven't we done? And we haven't renamed the crash track. There you go, crash. We're going to give it its own track. It's that special. It's like Amen royalty, bruv. Anyway, we ain't finished yet because on that kicks track, we got the rest of the Amen to chop up. We don't need that little bit there. Anyway, double kicks. We got that snare. We got to bring that down there. Get off the kick track snare. You naughty old snare. What are you doing up there, bruv? All right, now what we got? We got another snare. Oh, no, it's a kick drum. What am I talking about, bruv? Anyway, what's this here? This is the other paradiddles. Yeah, we got to take them. And I think there's another 2 paradiddles before them things as well. We got to bring those things down right onto the bottom track there, bruv. Yes, bruv. And then we got the kicks and we got another snare. There's plenty of material here, bruv. Don't worry about it looking well messy at the moment, but we is going to chop it all up a bit better in a minute, right? Now we've got another paradiddle there. We're going to bring that down to the old bottom of the track there. We got the old snare. I'll keep these 2 double kicks. All right, then we got the paradiddles again. There's enough paradiddles and ting in this break. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't really need all of them, but I'm going to keep them all because I love them all. I love the Amen break so much. It's so bad, you know. It's so bad. I love that snare. That's my favorite snare. We're gonna do something nasty to that with a parametric EQ in a minute. And what we got at the start of the break here, we got these two double kicks there. We got the double kicks there. Right, brilliant. Okay, so we're done. If my mouse sticks again, I'm gonna stick something right inside it like a bottle of water or something. It's rubbish, bruv. Anyway, now what we need to do is get our grid on, bruv, because we've been working with it off so we can do all these fine choppity chop cuts, all right? So I'm gonna put the 16ths on there, right? And then we're gonna bump up the tempo. So let's have a listen to the break now. It's gonna sound rubbish. But anyway, we're gonna reconstruct that and then things are gonna sound wicked, bruv. Anyway, we're gonna put that there. That's a double kick, we don't want that there. So because as you noticed that we chopped it and it starts with a snare now, we don't want that to happen, right? So we're gonna select everything and we're gonna shift it up so that first snare hits on the 1.2, bruv, all right? Okay, and then we're gonna go down here and we're just gonna make sure that that's butted up nicely to the start of the transient on that old snare, bruv, right? Yeah, so that's wicked. Let's get that first big nasty old kick there. Let's copy that and we'll put that at the start of the break. Yeah, roughness, right? Where's that nice nasty old ride cymbal? Where's that single ride cymbal? There he is. We can see him because that's the beauty of looking at waveforms, bruv. In a DAW, you can see all that. Let's put that there and then we're gonna like zoom in and we're gonna butt that up there so that's all nice and tight, right? And then we're gonna cut that off there, right? So then we've got a kick, we've got the ride, we've got the snare, we've got the paradiddles down the bottom. Now those paradiddles are gonna start here, so we're gonna need to bring them back, but then we need to go Command E if you're on a Mac, and we're gonna cut all them things up there like that, bro. That's wicked. And we're gonna move that up there, right? Get that nice tight. Right, as you can see, it's creating a gap now where we're kind of chopping it off, but we're going to sort that out. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about that, bruv. And then we can just elongate it there. As long as it's got something in front of it, it's not going to overlap. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's bring that out there. Let's move that up there and all that. Let's move that up there a bit further. We need to select that one. We're going to need to move that one up there and then move that onto there. Yeah, that's it, bruv. We're gonna select the first bar of this break. We'll loop this up. Now we need to deal with these double kicks, bruv. We're gonna go Command E, chop that little snippet off there, little snippety snips. Yeah, bruv. Sizzaz, snip it up in the house, bruv. Snipping it up, chopping it up, cutting it up in the house, bruv. Yeah, bruv. Gonna move that up there to there, butt that up nice and tight, and we're gonna move this up here like all that lovely stuff and all that. Now, bruv, let's loop up that first bar. Roughness. Anyway, let's move this up there to the second bar, bruv. And now we've got these two double kicks. We need to get them nice and tight on the timeline. Let's go like that. And let's bring that thing up there so that's all nice and fat and rounded off and clean, bruv. Clean, like you just been to the barbers and got a nice old shave up the face. Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's get that up right nice and tight on that old snare there. And then let's cut that off bit there. And let's bring that back there. And let's do the same thing with these paradiddles. These are going to be the death of me, bruv. There's tons of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, bruv. And there you go. There's the third one, and there's the second one. You know, you really need them up tight. You can't have any lag before, otherwise it starts sounding whack, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Rubbish. Starts sounding like clown production. Do you know what I'm saying? You clown. Anyway, let's bring that down. Let's pull that out there. Wicked. Awesome. Right, we've got double kicks here. And there's your classic rolling amen there. Let's do the double kicks. Let's get them all nice and tight. Yeah, bruv. All nice and tight. All snuggly boo. Let's get them all snuggly boo on a grid there, bruv. All cuddle bear and shit. And then last of all in the second, I can't believe we've only done 2 bars, bruv. This is taking time, you know. Right, let's bring that up there and then let's tighten this one up there. And then we're done on the second bar, bruv. There you go. Yeah, bruv. Right, let's have a listen to those first 2 bars now next to each other. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what have I done at the end there? I've pulled that out too far, bruv, innit? We only need those 4 there. We don't need 5 of them things. And also, what have I done there? I've mucked that bit up as well. There you go. Anyway, let's go a 3rd bar. Let's mash that up in a place there. Right, so bar 3 to 4. God, dude, this is taking so bloody long, bruv. I can't believe it. What's the Tubedigga got me on this for, man? It's taking ages. And give me a cup of tea and a biscuit and stuff. Muck about doing this thing all night. Anyway, yeah, there's the first 2 kicks there of the 3rd bar. And then we got another snare up here. I can't wait to start mucking about with that snare that I love, man. There's a snare in there. I love that shit, bruv. Do you know what I mean? It's wicked. It's so wicked, bruv. It's just got a punch to it. You get a parametric EQ on that and you're laughing, bruv. Ha ha ha, all the way to the bank, bruv. Yeah. Anyway, bruv, so I'm going to butt that up there. Right, I'm going to get this one. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to get this second one there. Bring that thing in there like that, bruv. It's taking ages with this trackpad, bruv. I've got arthritis in my hand and all kinds. Let's do that. I need some custard or something. What's going on? Anyway, let's bring that up there. And then let's pull that one out nice and far right across. And then we got our 4 paradiddles there. We're just going to chop that off. And then we got this other snare up here. Oh, that's a kick in it. What am I talking about? I need to butt that up to the old cursor there, bruv. Bring that up nice and tight. Let's zoom in a bit more, nice and tight like that. Yeah, bruv. Right, what else we're going to do? Yeah, cut that off there. Now, what's this? What's going on here? That's another snare. I think that snare's got to be there, bruv. It don't really matter, to be honest, but there you go. I'm going to actually bring that one back there, and then I'm going to cut that one in half there. Because that's what I do, innit? Scissors, snippety snip, bruv. Yeah, scissors, bruv. Gonna cut it up, bruv. Cut it up to rasp, bruv. There you go, bruv. All done nicey, nicey. Let's listen to those 3 bars in context with the old thing. Wicked. Now we've only got 1 bar to go, bruv. So don't worry, we're gonna get this done. Let's pull that back there. Let's Command E. And let's cut that in half. Let's bring that up there nice and tight. Yeah, bruv. Let's cut that off. Let's get this kick nice and tight here. I think that's a double. Yeah, that's a double kick, bruv. I don't know what that's doing there. It's because we've jumped back a bit, I think. So I'm going to swap that out. Right, let's grab that kick there. Let's go C and let's put that on bar 4 where it should be. There you go, kick. You have a nice little snuggly times there. And then we also need to get our ride cymbal. So I'm just going to pull that straight out of the kick there. Then we're going to put that on a high frequency track. And then we're going to zoom into there. We're going to put that there. We're going to bring the snare up nice and tight onto the grid there, bruv. Nice and tight. And then we're going to cut the end off of that. Cut the end off of that. And then we're going to deal with these last paradiddles. And then we are done, bruv. And then we can get to the fun stuff. Because this is taking too much time, bruv. All right, let's pull them out there. Let's move that right up to that transient. And then we got this last one. We're going to cut that off. And then we just got to grab this bit here. Right, you see this thing here? That is the end snare of the aim and break. That snare has come off the end of the crash cymbal, right? So you'll notice the crash is tailing off over that snare, bruv. And that happens just before it kicks back into the rest of the Amen Brother track, right? In the original, listen. It's got a sheen on the top of it, bruv. Like high frequency sheen. Okay? Anyway, we don't need to worry about that stuff there. So we're going to put that right at the end there where it falls in the original anyway. We're going to get our loop sorted out there. And then we've got this snare to come in there. We're going to cut the end off of there. So I've not done no pitch shifting or time stretching to this. I just chopped it all up in place, bruv. It's running at 176. They're going to sound fat. They're going to sound nice and original. Yes, bruv. You know what I'm saying, bruv? Right, so what I'm going to do is go to resample on this number 5 track, right? I'm going to put that into record arm. And then I'm going to resample the whole lot and then we've got to chop it up again, I'm afraid. But next time it's going to take a lot quicker because it's going to be all on the grid. Beautiful, bruv. Now we got a nice bakey, cakey, amen breaky. All nice rattly and all nice shaky. These are the kind of jungle things that I makey. When I'm on Ableton Live, I get quakey, like an earthquakey, like a natural disaster. When I'm making amen breaks, I'm a master blaster. Yeah, whatever, bruv. Anyway, so now it's a simple case of going Command T, and we're going to do the same thing again, but it's going to take half the time, my brethrens. We're going to go Command R, kicks. We're going to go Command R, snares. Yeah, and then we're going to go Command R, hi-hats, bruv. And then we've got all our tracks for our elements, right? So we're going to bring that down there. We're going to bring that ride down there. It's not really hi-hats, it should be higher frequency. I'm just going to put freaks. Let's put higher freaks. Let's do it proper. Let's do it like professionals do it, yeah? Renaming everything and all that. Right, let's get that first snare there. Let's bring that down. That's another snare. I'm just going to grab all the snares first, I think. And then we'll just be left with a skeleton of paradiddle poltergeists. So we're going to come up here. We're going to grab that other snare there, bruv. Drag that down. Bring this other snare down there. Yes, bruv. And then we got that kick. We leave that up there. Bring that snare down. Bring this snare down here. And don't forget the old king of the old crashes there. We're going to create a new track for that. Rename that Crash King. Just because it deserves the respect, my brother. Yes, bruv. So we got the paradiddles. They got to come down to the higher frequencies. And this ride cymbal, the same thing there. And then we've got these paradiddles here. I promise you this ain't going to take as long as before. That was doing my head in. Right, so now we can start processing all these individual parts of the amen break. And the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get, first of all, go on my audio effects, EQ8. Right, let's go 3 and let's go high on the old Q and listen to that old snare. Pop out, do you know what I mean? Pop out, bruv. So we're going to select all these, we're going to loop them up and have a listen. Now, because we've introduced so much of that frequency there at 590 hertz, bruv, we've got that nice pop sound, but we're kind of losing a bit of the top end. So we need to increase the top end of that now a bit. Now what I'm going to do is go to the high frequency track, right? I'm putting an EQ8 on that, and I'm going to take some of the low frequencies out of it. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's get an EQ8 on the kicks. So I'm going to do a Command All on all of my tracks. Okay, and then I'm going to do Command G. And then I'm going to put a compressor on all of my tracks, bruv. Alright, so we got all the tracks compressed up now to rasp, bruv. So let's bring the threshold down. And then we're going to add a nice bit of attack into there, bruv. I'm happy with that, bruv. So now what we're gonna do is create another track and we're gonna resample it again, bruv. Let's resample this thing right now. Right, now we got that baked in, right? Nice achy, bakey, amen, breaky. Now what we're gonna do is cut this into 16 parts, okay? So what we've got here is 4 bars. We're gonna cut this into 16 sections, bruv. So we've got 1, 2, actually, let's make sure the old quantization's on, bruv. It wasn't. Let's put that to 1/8. I like eighths. Got one last night. So let's go to that. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. We're just chopping it into 16 slicey niceys, bruv. Loads of nicey slices all up there and ting. And there you go. 16 slices. Now what we're going to do is go Command A, bruv. Now we're in clip view, right? So I've switched from there to there, or you could just press your tab button and you go in a clip view. And then I'm gonna occupy all those with my new clips. There you go, bruv. All in there, all different sections of our aim and break. If we go through the list, look, you can see it going up the list there. Now this is where it all gets well peng, bruv, whatever that means. We're gonna select all. We're gonna go down here, and as you can see, this is grayed out, this little L. We need to activate that, okay? And that sets up the old launch mode window. Right now we've got our launch mode. We need it in trigger, bruv. We need the quantization to be at least 1/16. We've got to bring the follow action down to 0 in this first box. In the middle box, you've got to bring that up to 1, bruv. And then the last box, you've got to bring that down to 0. It's a bit fiddly. There you go, 0. Now we've got to set our follow action up to any, bruv. And now we're going to get the magic coming in with the randomization of the randomamen. The randomamen. This is what I've been getting to for the whole video. We've been going for many minutes now, bruvs. And now this is the magic. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Pure automated jungle, bruv. Automated jungle. So now what I'm gonna do is make sure we're in record. I'm gonna go to my main record. Actually, I'm gonna stop it, get to the start, and we're gonna resample that bruv. And then what I'm gonna do is bake this sample out. I'm gonna put it on WeTransfer, and you guys can chop it up till your heart's content, and you can get all aimed and jungled up, my junglists. Let's go. And there you go, my brethrens, 64 bars of pure aim and jungle madness, all cut up and snippety snipped with the blades from the Sizzaz. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Tubedigga will be back for the next Akai MPC live tutorial. This was just a little interlude and a little gift from us to you. I'm going to upload this bad boy aim and break. Please follow the instructions if you can. They were a bit wayward at points, but I hope you've got some kind of idea of how to mash up an Amen jungle style in Ableton Live, my brothers and my sisters. All right, so please check Tubedigga out on the next one. Please like and subscribe to his channel, and I'll be doing some more of these bad boy Ableton Live videos in the near future. If you like what you've seen today and it hasn't been too annoying and obnoxious, please let me know and I'll stop it and I'll shut my goddamn mouth, bruv. But I'm going to give you the gift today of this knowledge and this Amen that you see in front of you. All right, my brothers and sisters, I'll see you on the other side. This is Sizzaz and I'm snipping cutting myself out.